Taxi Vlog 300, 4th of April, 2014, and it's Friday. I mentioned the first part of the week already in Taxi Vlog 299, where I had that crazy drug run. Wednesday, right after I made the recording of that last vlog, I had a pretty slow night. I got to read a good chunk of The Devil's Eye, and it was just really rather slow. I think I broke even around 1:30 in the morning, and then for some reason I got lucky. I got sent north to Zone 83. I know you know that. You don't know what that means, but I got sent north to Zone 83, and I picked up these girls who were going into town, but not to a bar or a pub or a club or anything. They were just going to someone else's house. And it was, in the end, a $20-something fare. Beauty. And after dropping them off, I got back to the part of town I usually work in, and I had a couple of small ones, a couple of short fares. Then I got sent north again to Violet Avenue, and picked up this guy who was quite drunk, but he was quite a happy drunk. And he was apologizing to me for I don't know what, but he kept apologizing to me. Oh, I'm sorry, I know you got to put up with a lot. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know, is he apologizing for everyone else who's giving me a rough time? He's not giving me a hard time at all. It's just that I'm getting sick and tired of hearing the apologies. And oh, already. I guess we're busy. So yeah, I was taking him down to James Bay, which is past downtown. It's down the bottom of town. And after I dropped that guy off, I was on my way back past downtown, because downtown there was cabs sitting on every corner and in the middle of the block and all over the place. Taxis everywhere and no customers. It was, after all, Wednesday night. So, just as I'm going through there, I get a call from those girls again. They call me directly on my cell phone asking if this is the cab company. I say, no, this is the taxi. Where are you? Do you need a cab? And they said, well, we're on whatever street. And I said, oh yeah, I'll be right there. It was only like 3 minutes away from where I was. And they went back for $25 fare to where they had started, but I dropped two of them off on the way, which was a slight detour from the way we would have gone to make it the most efficient. So I ended up like $70 that I made in the morning, you know, extra, a nice $70 that I really made use of. So I did well on Wednesday night. Last night, Thursday, I came out. It was slow. It was long waits between calls. And in the morning hours, I had made enough money to pay the lease and for the fuel, and $10 in my pocket. It was 4:30. It was my early night, right? I had to go bring the car in by 5. So it's 4:30, and I get a call. And it was this delightful little girl who was going to McDonald's drive-through, and McDonald's drive-through at 4:30 in the morning is really slow. They're gearing up for breakfast, and they don't have burgers on. All you can get is chicken. But she waited patiently, and the meter was taken over. And then she wanted to go to a bank machine, which was on top of a building at Uptown. Google Uptown and Google Earth it. It's a nightmare. She went to the bank on the roof of the Uptown Center. And then she went halfway across town. totaling another $25 fare, so I ended up taking $35 home last night rather than $25. I'm on my way to pick someone up at Mayfair Mall, which I'm looking at right now, and the traffic is coming at me heavily. Hopefully I'll be able to get through that. Well, I'm in the intersection now, so I got no choice, but these cars are just slowly coming on. Come on, get through there. Get around this corner and get in there and pick up at Mayfair. Okay, I'll get back to you in the early hours of the morning or late hours of my shift and let you know how the rest of tonight went. It's now 6:07 a.m. and I've been through what one could call one hell of a night. It wasn't all that busy. In fact, it was pretty slow. I'm somewhat disappointed with the results. I usually make a little more money. It was just a hard go, and the calls were few and far between. There was one point where my luck was better when I had a run out to the casino in View Royal, and then I had another call out in the Western Communities, and then I had another trip from the log house back into town, into Gordon Head. That was a $35 fare, which somewhat began to save my night. But tonight there wasn't that much business, and there were just not that many people going out. It was just quiet for a Friday night. So predictably, I made somewhat less than I would have normally made on a Friday night. Just a few minutes before 3, I was driving through downtown after dropping off a couple in James Bay, and I had just come through downtown, and there were taxis parked everywhere waiting for something to happen. So I'm figuring, let's leave downtown. And sure enough, I leave downtown and I'm stopped at a red traffic light waiting for it to change. And this minivan comes out of a side street and he's following me awful fast. Actually, he's coming up behind me awful fast, and he hits on the brakes and screeches to a halt, but not before hitting my rear bumper and banging me half a car length forward. Then when I opened the door and got out to look, the fucking guy puts it in reverse and peels out and leaves before I could get his license plate number. That's fleeing the scene of an accident. And there were some kids leaning out of another taxi saying, chase him, go after him, go after him. I'm saying, you gotta be fucking kidding me. With my luck, I'm the one who would get all kinds of tickets and stuff, after I'm the one who got ran into the back of my car. Now, to make things even worse, I was a little bit shaken, naturally, having had my ass run into. I go to my happy place, my part of the town where I like to work, and I check the damage. It's some scuff marks on the bumper. I wrote a report, which looks really stupid because, you know, it's like other vehicle not available, license plate number of other vehicle not available, driver's name not available, owner of other vehicle not available, description. I was stopped at a red light northbound on Douglas at Hillside. A dark green Dodge minivan rear-ended me and fled the scene. When I got out, he was accelerating in reverse away from the accident. I did not get a plate number. What more can I say? Oh yeah, I got to my happy little place, and just when I'm thinking I'm gonna maybe get some calls, it took me a few moments to decompress from having my ass run into. Guess what? The MDT goes down. The computer goes down. So between 3 and 3:30, the computer's down, and I can't get it to work. And finally, when I am able to log on again, I get a call that's half an hour old. I go, shit. So anyway, I go get the call. I call the girl. She says, I'm already in a taxi. This is the kind of night it's been. It's just been disappointing, uncomfortable, unpleasant. I don't feel good right now. No way I'm paying to repair the bumper. I got run into. It's not my fucking fault. I just hate when shit like this happens. So now I'm heading to the gas station. I'm going to fuel up. Maybe I'll vacuum out the car. I don't know yet. Then I have to do all the paperwork for this week. Put the lease together. Put it in the envelope and go the hell home. I'm tired, I'm cranky, I'm pissed off. I have not had a good night. I've had some yucky people in here. I'm sure yours is better than mine.